This is mine.
Oh, my bad.
Worst OC bro ever. Oh, now you're not gonna do yours either?
No, mine comes up in a minute.
I thought that was yours.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. No, that one was mine.
Are we supposed to talk during this part?
I don't even know what's going on. Here it comes. This is mine right here. Ba-doop-ba-doo.
Oh my
I
god.
did it again.
Oh, I don't get my second.
It wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, whatever.
It wasn't gonna happen. I tried. I really tried. I thought, oh, he's gonna get it, and then it was like, oh no, he didn't get it. That sucks. All right. Hello. How's everybody doing this fine day? Hello, rough girl.
Oh wait, has that thing always been there?
I don't always use the Humpty Dump intro, but it is the Humpty Dump because it's a Wednesday and you are here with us. And if it ever ends,
I am here.
Yeah, well, there we go. We are here, we are live, and we are unprepared.
Good
Welcome
Lord,
to the
Grant,
dump.
wipe off
We're
your
fierce.
lens.
We're fierce, we're feminists, and we're in your face.
Yes. And
Wow, that new Bob haircut he has.
yeah, it's freaky. He looks like he literally stuck his thumb in a pie and pulled out a plum. Or he'll be walking up, he'll be like, "Sir, can I shine your shoe for you?"
He does.
Buckaroo.
Hey, look here.
Which one of the newsies are you?
Wow.
Can you give us a little shake of the
Crutchy?
head?
I'm getting crutchy vibes.
Yeah. Or
Prince
are
Valium.
Are you Prince Valium? Are you trying to be, I don't know, you should have been a Point Break cast member?
Probably.
Okay. All right. Welcome,
Yeah, but
everybody.
like one of their dads.
Yeah, one of the dads, definitely.
Like not as cool as as Sandy, because Sandy's still hip, but he surfs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like
Sandy is hip. Sandy
he
is hip. Can I say, with you bringing that up, Eric K in the house. Thank you very much, sir. I love you. Eric is a good man. Tina Bojan in the house. Rough Girl in the house. Xenomorph in the house. Did I say that right for once? Xenomorph. Okay, John Platt. Breaking news. Michael Bay has been advised to give all of his giant robots PCR tests before filming the next Transformer film because of the outbreak of the new Unicron variant. Okay, so wasn't that a name of one of the bad guys in the Transformer movie in the 80s?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Unicron.
Yeah, he was the planet.
It was the planet, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Like, they didn't think we would catch that. It's also from The Simpsons, whatever that one is. The other
My
one.
Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Yeah, that's a great one too.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2, even bigger.
More fat.
More biggerness.
Biggerness?
Biggery.
There's biggery? Biggery. So we're going to try to answer some questions tonight. Questions like, do Jewish producers and actors have a right to attack Santa Claus?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
Asked
done.
and answered.
All right. Thank you. Do you believe?
Thanks for coming, everyone.
Yeah, I know. Have a great night.
Yeah.
And until next time, keep sporking.
Does anybody believe that Spider-Man ticket sales are going on eBay for like thousands of dollars right now?
That's easily verifiable.
Okay, your
Which
mic's
I
a
doubt.
little high, a little hot.
Yeah,
Bring it
look
down.
up. Yeah. And not only that, you should maybe look it up, man.
Yeah, and I would love to have culture. You cover that.
I'm covering what?
You're gonna cover the Spider-Man one.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I put one in the chat. It's the No Way Home.
I'll take care of it. I will take care of it. I will take care of it.
Okay, then. Mad Martigan also told me at the last minute, something about George R.R. Martin.
I posted it in the DM group hours ago.
Dude, do you really think I pay attention?
Of course not.
I am a father and I am doing a bad job at everything. What I can say is this man right here That's Mad Martigan, or the Mad Varick. How you doing tonight, Mad?
It's not the Madverick. It's just Madverick. Hello.
I would put a the in there. I'm old. Okay, great to see you. We also have Mr. Grant Beautiful Gregory.
Wipe off your lens.
Yeah, what's up with your lens, buddy?
It's my camera. It fell off the desk last night, so
okay.
I have to deal with it. It's actually the Mr. Grant Gregory. I'll take Mad's out of the way.
That's it.
Did you just share this?
No, not yet. No, I didn't. We also have. Can you stop, please?
No, it wasn't me.
Yeah, I think it was.
I should have taken a nap.
We have Stephen Walton, and Stephen, I just want to say you did a great video, and Keely Chow's throwing this out here. R.I.P. JJ. We all lost a friend in the fandom. I don't want to, because a lot of people, we've been going around, Stephen. Culture. Yeah, Culture Casino's here too. We've been talking about it a lot the last day? It's only been a day. It feels like 2 days.
Yeah, a couple days.
So, if you knew him, you know, what was like my first take on JJ was he was inviting. I met him through Mary, and he just was always so welcoming and always supportive and always probably stoned. And I love that about him. He was a great dude. Great dude. Does anybody else want to say anything about the a terrible loss?
He was a great friend, somebody who would bring peace to people you wouldn't normally think would like hang out in the same place together. He had a unique ability to do that. He was always the person to reach out first. He would grab up and coming YouTubers. I mean, there's a handful of people that'll do that, but JJ was the master of it. He pulled people into groups that he knew had similar interests. The guy preached the straight up love for Star Wars.
Yep.
And he was incredibly selfless, and the guy had been through the ringer, and you wouldn't know because he was always there to share a smile, a little piece of humor. It was pretty dry humor.
It was.
And he was just that kind of guy, and then he would trick people. That was the best description. I don't remember who said it, but he would trick people into getting along. It was the weird. He had like this magic, and I don't know. I mean, there are personalities in this world that create that kind of a magic, and so he's going to be missed. It was a shock to a lot of us, and that's all I want to say about that.
What do you have to say, Matt? I heard you wanting.
Oh
to say something.
No, he's definitely a solid dude. Like he brought me into different groups. Like when I first started out and was trying to elbow my way in to your community.
Yeah, and you still are.
Well, yeah, I know I haven't reached the top yet, but I'm on my way. Anyway, no, like JJ, the high tech redneck, like he was awesome. I loved messing with him with his outro or whatever, because he'd be like, "It's your boy JJ," and like sometimes I tweet, sometimes I don't tweet, and I would always try to steal it from him, and his reactions were just so great to that. I really enjoyed being able to stream with him. I wish I did it. I wish I did more.
I wish I did more. Yeah, I really do. Grant, did you know him? You're not speaking, Grant, but thank you for coming.
Yeah,
it was powerful though.
Yeah, it was. No, I met him through LDG and Jedi Bill. We used to hang out backstage and just, shoot the shit. And he seemed pretty cool. I had some bad takes on Doctor Who, but that's all good. So, but no, he was passionate. And
you know what I loved about him? Don't mean to interrupt.
It was the goatee, wasn't it?
That was hot, but it was he was like Chris Knight is, a couple others. They are unabashedly not ashamed of being a fan of what they're a fan of. Right. I sometimes feel like I watch people that I know on YouTube, even myself sometimes, where I'm like, do I dislike that? Or is it because I've heard everybody dislike, he loved what he loved, and there was nothing you could say that would be different. Sorry to interrupt you, Grant, though. Go on.
It's man, just like you said, Scott, met him through Mary, him and Han. There was a whole crew of people that were here when we first started and came up, and JJ is one of the people that built the culture that we still see today, with people that come in and start reaching out, working with one another, helping each other, helping everybody rise together.
Chris Knight and Han
absolutely.
A group of creators that just they bring you in.
Yep. Yeah. And you know what? We need more of that, Stephen.
Well, I mean, it still exists today, though, because we kept it going. Everyone kind of added to the culture in our little indie sphere here. But it's a shame to lose somebody who added a lot of the heart Really responsibility and the respect to someone owning their own opinion or having their own opinion and being able to voice it, being okay, and making sure that everyone had that chance. So I love JJ, so I'm gonna miss him.
Sorry, I had to do that. I'm going to miss him too. And you know what? JJ wouldn't want us sitting around just talking about him all stream. What he would want us to do is get into it. So
he would want us to smoke weed and get high.
Yeah, he really would.
He would want us.
He really would. That is true. That is true. What's this, Mark? Seriously, there are still Spidey IMAX tickets available for opening night where I live.
Buy them. I would get them if I could.
Yeah, I haven't even looked, but I find this ridiculous. But Culture, whenever you're ready, let us get into this one because I'm shocked to hear that they're going on eBay for the prices that I heard they're going for. So go right ahead, Culture. When you're ready.
Isn't that technically scalping? Is that?
Yes.
But you can do it. You can if you have something and somebody's willing to pay for it. That's life, unfortunately. But here we go. Spider-Man No Way Home tickets are selling for thousands and thousands on eBay. By the way, ain't no lie. Let me show you why.
Wow.
Boom.
Holy cow.
Yeah, $2,500 is the starting bid. The buy it now is $5,800 on just this one ticket. It took me no time to find this. If you look up here, there's a $20,000 one here for 2 tickets. You've got $1,700 for an AM show. All of this stuff is verifiable. It's bananas. But let's read from the CBR article. I've seen ticket prices up to $25,000. So this is not bologna sausage, kids. So I can see Steven is really working hard on his phone right now because he's really interested in this story.
Yeah,
I am interested. I'm texting.
That's what I figured.
Oh, well, thanks for joining us.
I need to get some tickets.
What's up, big time?
Yeah, tickets for Spider-Man No Way Home are selling for substantially higher values in secondary marketplaces after No Way Home pre-sales caused multiple websites to crash. Many moviegoers turned to eBay to secure their seats for Tom Holland's latest Spider-Man outing. Over 400 eBay listings for tickets currently live on the website, with prices ranging from some reasonable to outrageous. On the low end of the spectrum, fans can find some sellers offering tickets for $20, only a few dollars above their original price. However, select listings for in-demand locations like New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles are listed for as much as $25,000, increasing.
$25,000?
Yeah,
Wait a minute. We're still talking about tickets because I wasn't paying attention.
Si, senor.
Okay, $25,000? Like yes. You can't just go the next weekend, like
or the next day.
And is Soul Assassin right? Wasn't there videos of people fighting for Spider-Man? Like, is this all set up? Is this like a marketing thing? Because I can't believe this.
No, but let me put it this way. If you don't buy enough space on AWS, you end up with things not working anymore. So,
what's AWS?
Amazon. Amazon.
The Amazon. Gotcha.
Amazon Web Services. Yeah, but anyway, listed for $25,000, increasing over 1,000% of their starting value. Since eBay allows users to list their items at any given price, many people check sold listings to determine an item's worth. In the case of No Way Home's tickets, eBay's sold listings reveal people were interested in paying extra to see Spidey on the big screen before anyone else. The highest confirmed sale for No Way Home tickets sold for a staggering $25,000. While it's unknown if the buyer finalized their payment for that transaction, it's clear that demand to see the film is at an all-time high. In fact, some people...
I'm sorry, I'm just groaning. I'm groaning. My bad. Can I just say one thing? If you had $25,000 to buy a Spidey, I bet you that's the same person that's like, you guys are just like, you should be good to other people and help other people. You're all so negative. Well, then take your $25,000 and feed somebody, you son of a bitch. Like, pay off somebody's loans. This is ridiculous that you have that type of
money from Spider-Man tickets. That's what they
or become a channel member. I don't know.
Hey, do you want to see the Spider-Man movie? Let's see. We can do like the IMAX. That looks pretty cool. Like 3.
Summer, we're in the middle of a stream. Summer.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was muted.
Yeah. Why don't you mute? Okay. Thank you.
Tickets.
Yeah. Get tickets. Summer, bring your other boyfriend, the real one.
In fact, some people have been getting into literal fist fights over No Way Home tickets, making an eBay transaction sound more appealing than it normally would. Spider-Man No Way Home's pre-sale success is hardly a surprise given what fans know about the film. Trailers confirm No Way Home will feature returns from Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, Alfred Molina's Doc Ock, Thomas Hayden Church's Sandman, Reese Infant's Lizard, and Jamie Foxx's Electro. It's also widely believed that Spider-Man's Tobey Maguire and Amazing Spider-Man's Andrew Garfield will appear, and recent reports suggest No Way Home will have a major twist involving a Sony character. I think Venom.
I mean, he's already been kind of. Moving forward, Sony and Marvel plan on continuing their partnership and providing fans with more Spider-Man content. Holland himself has expressed his excitement for the Webhead's future, even if that means passing the torch to Miles Morales or another Spider hero. Additionally, No Way Home producer Amy Pascal teased that there may be a new Spider-Man trilogy in the works with Tom Holland, which I'm adding, by the way, though insiders say nothing is set in stone. Spider-Man No Way Home hits theaters December 17th. Wow. All right. Don't show it, but I want everybody right now, you guys on the panel, people in the chat, find a local place around you and see if there's tickets.
There's tickets.
I gotta see.
I already did.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, I got 6.
Okay, so Spider-Man tickets.
I mean, there's not many. They're in the front.
Okay, but there's tickets.
Yes.
Okay, so where are is it just these metropolises or something? I'm so confused on how this could cost that much.
People are crazy about. I mean, this is an event.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, we're gonna get Toby back. You know, I want to see that. Some people like Andrew Garfield.
That's cool. He's the best Spider-Man.
No, he's not. No, Toby is
100%. No, he's not.
I'm glad that we're getting that. But I mean, supply and demand, bro. I'm gonna sell them tickets. They're gonna give me some thousands.
Right. So let me just say this. I give you some thousands. Let me just say this. This is the screen. I'm going to show you what's near me. Okay. This is opening night. The only 3D one they have. The only 3D showing at one near me. And this is how many they have open. So.
Ooh, that's way more than what I got over here.
Yeah, you got to buy them tickets, man.
Look, I mean, so X means they're unavailable. Blue, the light blue means available. Buy
some of the good ones.
I don't know, man. I find this to be a little fishy. Does anybody else?
It's probably dependent upon the area, I would think.
I mean, white people do white people shit, you know?
They do. He's right. He's
crazy white
right.
people.
And I will sell Spider-Man tickets to white people if it makes me money.
In a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
In a heartbeet.
Absolutely.
In fact, I will only sell them to white people.
I can catch the 3 p.m. show on the 16th. And I can have my pick of seats. The reserve seats in a real 3D theater, a real 3D theater. Everything in my theater, with the exception of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 seats, are available. In a theater of 110,
you need to get like 6 of them. Coach, get some money. What you doing? You're an entrepreneur.
But it's supply and demand. It seems like there's no demand in your area.
I live in a suburb of a major metro area. And,
I thought maybe a farm or something.
Yeah, I live in a farm. Gosh, you can get IMAX reserve seating. IMAX reserve seating. I'm the December 16th show. That's a Thursday at 3:30. I can get. Hang on.
I love this one.
Whoa, shit. Okay, this is way more sold out. All right, there are 27, 35, 50. There's about 57, 58 tickets available in an IMAX showing at 3:30.
You know, we're not selling them to this chat because everybody says that they got availability.
Yeah, so this is what I'm trying to find out. Mortal Coil, I see you in the chat. I did send you a link, brother. Blue-Eyed Roof Korean, the based, $2. Buying your own tickets on eBay is cheating, Disney. That's the freaking truth, man. Like, I'm speculating, and it's an assumption. It is not fact, but this just screams marketing scheme to me. It really does. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm in
they're creating
city.
false demand.
Well, someone look up like LA and see if there's,
gross.
yeah.
Well, they're not even doing booking online tickets at my local one. And
You're
the
in
only other
Australia.
I know, like, don't you guys
the
just
only
put
other
up a
time- The only other
sheet?
time they didn't do that was for Endgame because they knew they were going to sell the tickets anyway.
Oh, don't you guys usually just hang up a sheet and like hang out with the kangaroos? And
Yeah, kangaroos are allowed in there, but it's not a sheet. It's
now,
more of a mattress.
well, let me ask you a question. Before every movie, do you have to watch Crocodile Dundee, or I'm being that's that's it. I just became an ist right there.
Yeah, that's
did you see the? It's true though. But did you see the commercial, whatever, for the son of Crocodile Dundee with wow, what's his name?
Oh, Shane.
Yeah, see, he knew it.
Yeah, that was just to sell.
Yeah, it was still like
shit. I don't remember what it
vacation
was.
bullshit.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
It's so
it was
good though.
nothing.
Chris
And then
Hemsworth is in it.
They ended up doing another movie out of it.
Seriously?
Because of it, yeah, not with him.
Matt, find the IMDb.
What?
Whatever that fucking
the
website thing. The
You
Imbada.
can find it on Chitakuchu.
Ken Jack Ben says, I need 25K. Anybody willing to share that with me? I got to GoFundMe. It's on my Twitter. It's at the same name as my YouTube. You want to, I'll take it. If you actually have one, guys, check out his Twitter. And if you could support somebody, I always say support if you can, share if you can't. Makini Draw says, looks like mines may still be available. See? Xenomorph says, when does it release? 16th, 17th, depending on where you are. Right?
Yeah, we got a 8:30 showing on the 16th in the morning.
What up, Coil? What up, Coil?
What is happening?
How you doing, brother?
Immortal from a savage land. It's been a while, sir. How you been?
It has been a while, my friend.
It's pretty good. Are Spider-Man tickets in demand in your area, Immortal? Because we're trying to, just see if we.
Well,
can
I was kind of
if
listening.
it's true.
Yeah, I was kind of listening in on the panel.
Thank you for
I
listening.
don't. Yeah, somebody has to.
Not
But
mine.
I can't decide if this is like a artificial, like if it's marketing.
Seems
And that would be a pretty savvy marketing ploy, because I don't know who's gonna decide between a new car and Spider-Man tickets.
Mm-hmm.
But I can say that the buzz does feel palpable. I went and saw Venom 2 at the drive-in, and I felt some like, okay, I kind of want to see Spider-Man now.
Well, I always want to see. Shut up, man. I always want to see Spider-Man. Summer, tell him to be quiet. I don't know about anybody else, but no matter how bad it gets, Spider-Man is still, it's Spider-Man and Daredevil for me, man. Like, I always have to. And Ben Affleck killed Daredevil.
I can see this on Thursday at a 3D. I don't look this thing. I mean, this has got to be a marketing gimmick.
It has to be,
because
it's a good one.
I'm looking at Friday now.
Is it?
Look how much time it took is taken up from our stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, like, even if you could put one ticket up there and make $1,000 off of it,
I could go. Friday. I could go Friday at 2 and see it in 3D.
Well, yeah, but you know what this has done, right? We have all sat here and be like, "Oh, right, we need to get these tickets."
Right.
Like, I was like, "Well, we need to make sure that we reserve it." Where's comics going? But he goes to like the poor people theater.
Yeah.
No, actually,
that's what he told you.
This one spot, he goes to that really nice one.
I go to the Palladium.
All I can say, Matt, is I respect your clout chasing game. I love it.
Thank you.
I can get a dead center seat, like right behind the rail with my lounger, so that nobody could ever obstruct my view. And reserve it, and I'd be very comfortable at what time is this? 10:50 in the morning.
Oh,
by the way, are you serious about this whole 3D thing? Because like I think less of you now.
No, I'm just saying. But people like 3D.
I like real. I like real D 3D. Like I don't mind if it's
filmed in 3D.
If it enhances the film, I'm okay with it.
No,
I like the depth.
Dude,
I don't know about that.
Dude, they're not even.
They
didn't film it in 3D.
All day long, I can see it in IMAX. All day long on Friday.
All day long.
All day long.
Well, Blue-Eyed Roof Korean the Base for $2 says winning auction username. Totally not cheap.
Sus. Speaking. Okay, so breaking news. You guys want some breaking news? This is insider information you're about to hear.
Yes. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Don't do anything. Don't do
Okay.
anything.
It's-
No,
okay.
no, not yet.
Okay.
What the hell is that?
It was the wrong one.
What are we
It's not-
doing?
It was
it's
the
not-
wrong one.
This is not quite
Is this a
exactly.
segment?
What's going on?
This
It's
is
a
not,
segment.
What is it?
Just everyone be quiet and let the man speak.
this is not quite exactly like insider information, but it's rarely known at this point in time. The slate was elected today for board of directors. Do you know who was not selected? Who was not selected to be chairman?
Bob Chapek?
Chapek.
Really?
What?
They put a lady in there. They put a lady in
Whoa.
there.
Of course they did.
Hold
Yeah.
on. This has been breaking news with Sporking and Culture. That was the
And
wrong
Mad.
one.
Wrong one.
That was the wrong one.
right.
Damn it.
And mad.
I don't like the long intro
Like,
for my little fun one.
Is this the right one?
This is it just
Well, you can't get the chat up.
Sherry's up in the back. I can't see what the writing's saying.
Okay.
Yeah, her name actually is Susan E. Arnold, and she's been a board member for about 14 years. So
Really?
yeah, FYI.
Wow. Breaking news, everybody. We just broke that shit.
Yeah. Da, 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 da.
We broke it like a Cuomo breaks the law.
Breaking
Is it-
nudes. Yeah, breaking nudes. That's a Cuomo.
Nudes?
Cuomo.
That's a Cuomo.
Breaking
That's
news.
definitely
That's a Cuomo.
that's definitely a Cuomoism.
Breaking news and breaking old people. Oh, sorry, wrong brother.
So, does anybody here on the panel, starting with Mad, and we'll go around the counter? Oh, we'll start with Walton. Go counterclockwise. Walton, anybody have hope for Spider-Man not being too bad of a movie? Not what you wish, what you think will happen. Will Spider-Man be a decent movie, nail it out of the park, or just another disappointment in a long list of them?
I am not. Actually, I'm not concerned what anybody else thinks about it because I'm going to go see it. And I think it's going to be fun. I can't wait to see Toby on screen. I can't wait to see all those characters come back. I'm going to have fun with it, and I think it'll be a success. I think generally it will be there'll be people out there that have problems with it. And it's probably not. It's definitely not going to be perfect, but I think it's going to be a fun romp through the past. Is what I think.
All right.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Cool. What a great analysis.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. I'm not breaking this whole thing down.
Yeah, well, Mad, what do
It's
you
your
have to
job.
say? Yeah, what do you got to say?
I feel like it's a lot like a Jaeger bomb. Like in the moment, you're like, yeah, Jaeger. And then like the when it's done, you're like, why was I drinking so much Jaeger? That
Yeah.
shit is awful.
And you know what? Red Bull does not make it better.
No, I think that the movie will be great in the moment. I think you're gonna be like, woo, Spider-Man, ooh, multiple Spider-Man. There was a spider fight. And then afterwards,
We got to get that clip for this. We got to get that
and then
clip.
afterwards, you're just gonna be like, God, that was so much
Yeah.
of everything.
This is too much.
I don't know. All right. What do you think, Mr. Grant Gregory?
That's how it's done, Walton.
I think the 2.5 minutes that the other Spider-Man will be in the film will be great. And then they'll probably kill off Toby, and then we'll get Zendaya as Spider-Gwen. That's what I reckon's gonna happen.
Oh no! Please don't tell me that.
Well, I already see, oh God, what was the Garfield saving her when she falls. Because, I mean, why would
That'll be
you
his redemption arc.
it's his redemption arc. What do you
So
think?
Just snap a neck. If he does it
Right.
twice in a row, and he's like, "Damn, I've got to get better at this," that would make me laugh.
I would like that.
I was so much closer this time. I was so much
Because I
closer.
didn't know this one.
Yeah, at least she wasn't my
Yeah,
girlfriend.
she wasn't my girlfriend this time.
Right, right. Hopefully she's just paralyzed. I gotta go. What about you, Mortal Coil?
All right, here is the savage perspective.
Oh, wait a minute,
Bucko
wait a minute.
2.
Well,
Here we go. Savage
Oh,
perspective.
there we go. The
There we
savage perspective
Yep.
is I think that Sony and Disney have flirted with each other in the locker room enough that we're actually going to get a little bit something delivered from Sony, but I think it's going to be along the camp and along the cheese of the Tobey Maguire era thing. And again, citing Venom 2, and it's the way that it tries to make Venom cuddly and all that kind of stuff. We know that this is the fulcrum, the explosion point of the multiverse. And even though WandaVision, whatever. But for those people who don't care to argue whether Wanda is a mutant or a science lab experiment. Spider-Man is enough of a mainstream that once Doctor Strange gets in there, and that's really what I'm interested in seeing this movie about, it's going to be like the starting point for the new thing. And we're going to get callbacks to Loki and to WandaVision and all that good shit. So is it in your best interest to see it? Probably. Is it going to be great? Nah. It's going to be acceptable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
My enthusiasm.
Okay, so this is what I think. I think not money wise, but
Spider-Gwen.
I just think I won't. Oh man, how do I put this? I bet you when I watch it, right afterwards, I'll be like, that wasn't a bad movie, and then by a day later, I want to kill everybody that was a part of the movie. You start to, it happens with most movies nowadays. You watch something you love, and for that moment of nostalgia, or that moment of like you recognize something you used to love in your past, you have that moment of, okay, I'll let anything go right at this moment. But then like an hour later, you're like, well, wait a minute, how did he do that? Or wait a minute, doesn't that break canon if Aunt May actually had a penis?
That first moment is what I'm looking forward to, Scott. That's what I want to live in, and that's where I'm going to leave it.
Some might say
it's like the first shot of bourbon. It's nice, but it's the hangover that you get afterwards.
There you
the
go.
First and middle plus will be great.
Something else that we should consider is that Cobra Kai and now Ghostbusters Afterlife has proven that there is a market for these sort of nostalgia-based callback movies, as long as they advance the lore and
do it respectfully
in a meaningful way. Yes.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. Those are the two perfect ones. I mean, Cobra Kai is like a master's class in how to bring back like B-rate,
that's how it should be done,
like C-rate actors and make them a hit. Like, I mean, Ralph Macchio and the other dude, what's his name? William. Like the only reason he came, Zapka, he came back because of that video on YouTube that showed him being the good guy and Daniel being the bad guy. And then How I Met Your Mother brought him back as himself. Without that. Did you really?
Yes, sir.
That was a good one. That's a good one.
By the way, the MCU
made sense.
Well, let me just get culture. Culture, what do you think?
About
what do you think? How will this movie be?
I think it's nostalgia bait that's going to be peppered with a lot of bologna sausage that I have zero interest in. I think that there is a decent chance that you're going to get a Spider-Gwen insertion somewhere along the way. I also believe that you'll get Miles Morales insertion somewhere along the way. I think you are going to get flooded with a lot of the nonsense that came out of the Marvel books the last few years in an effort to water down this character, the standard for Marvel for pretty much its entire existence. I think that if the Sony email hacks showed us anything, it's that we could end up with Emma Stone as Spider-Gwen somewhere in this film that's been revealed as the twist. Aside from the fact that I think everybody's going to hate Dr. Stephen Strange at the end of this film.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I was here to hear all this. Thank you, guys. My enthusiasm is riding high.
Well, I'm glad we could destroy it for you.
I told you what it was. Like, all of this is like a version of what I said, and what I said was very clear. And
well, I can say I am not a fan of the press that Cumberbatch has been giving.
Yeah,
as far as his rhetoric.
I don't listen to him.
What did he say recently? What was it about toxic males and shit? Wasn't that?
Well, basically you got to learn to sit down and shut up.
Really?
We as males need to learn how to sit down and shut up.
Yeah, he was. No,
exactly correct.
You're
He's tucking it between his legs now.
Cool. Coil is 100% true. What he didn't do is what our friend Campia did. He did not look at Spider Dong. I think that had he looked at Spider Dong, he might have realized that was the toxicity moment Campia pointed out to us as the Spider Dong.
It is America's penis.
Yeah. So. What do you want, Matt?
Real quick, like the MCU has certainly broken their own canon. In fact, like this in Hawkeye, it broke his canon. Yeah. Because like it showed like when Hawkeye did his little thing during the Avengers in 2012, but it happened like 3 minutes after they the Qatari, whatever they're called, arrive, like the whole time doesn't match whatsoever. That's the latest example I can think of.
What are you talking about? The Hawkeye one? It was 3. Yeah, exactly. 3 minutes for the girl to see him do the jump, which was actually 19 minutes into the battle. And I understand. People's excuses is, that was her perception of time, dude. No,
fuck off. That was our perception of the time.
Exactly.
We were watching it.
Exactly.
No, Kang did it.
Would you pay $25,000 to see Emma Stone in 3D?
No, but I would sell a ticket.
He's basically a redhead.
$25,000 ticket. Yeah, come on over to my place.
She was better as a redhead. All right, so we're gonna. I just want to see this real quick. So we got our boy. Why did they all have to go the route of the dodo? Benedict Cumberbatch says that men. Yeah, what? Yeah.
Darren says Cumberbitch. So
Cumberbitch. Okay, I'm with that. That men need to shut up and listen when it comes to toxic masculinity. We need to fix the behavior of men. That's by Alex Gurley.
So he's sitting down. That's
Come on!
Jesus Christ. Okay. Blew out my eardrums. But that was a good one. I'll give you that. That was a good one. Benedict Cumberbatch is taking a stand against toxic masculinity. Thank God. Someone has to.
Yeah.
In his new The Power of the Dog, the actor takes on a role of domineering rancher Phil Burbank, a man who inspires fear in all those around him. My type of guy.
It's just a
pretty sure he's gay. Yeah.
Okay, my type of guy. Whatever. I'm down with that. That's fine.
Just let you know.
Well, whatever. You could be gay. I don't care what you are. When Phil's brother arrives at the ranch with his new wife and her son, he responds with mocking cruelty, and his attitude becomes a central point in the plot. In a new interview with Sky News, Benedict discuss how the film depicts gender and power and how it pertains to real life.
No.
Well, here you go, buddy. We need to fix the behavior of men. You have to kind of lift the lid on the engine a little bit.
What is this accent you're doing?
I don't know. Just go with it. He continues, I think it's ever relevant, and in a world that's questioning and ripping into and finally pointing out the what's that word?
Inadequate. Damn it, now you fucked me up. Now you fucked me up, Scott.
Yeah, blame me for your inadequacies.
Yeah, I will.
Of the status quo and the patriarchy. And even more important, Benedict added that men often become defensive around the subject when really...
No, I don't.
You're
just defensive.
Yeah, you're fucking
you're defensive.
No, all of that sounds like you're being defensive. What I'm saying is, no, it's just because you're full of shit. Like, that's why people get defensive.
That's called a man-china.
Well, he says you get this sort of rebellion aspect, this denial, this sort of childish defensive position of not all men are bad. No, we just have to shut up and listen, he said.
What? Oh, shut the fuck up.
All men are bad, so he's bad too. I guess he tucks it between his cheeks. I don't know. I hate this argument.
Well, let me ask the ladies, because we have a few ladies in the chat. Do you want like a guy like, Cumberbatch is talking about, or do you want a man to be a man? Like, what is it? Come on.
By the way, this isn't him just trying to make sure that he has a job and not get canceled. No, not to get canceled. You don't do anything to get canceled. Right. But to actively go out there and spew this bullshit from your mouth is not the same as like, ooh, guys, I don't want to get canceled. I want to keep working. Those are two entirely different things. Yeah.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I mean, all right, well, let's read this. And then he goes on to talk about abuse. Go ahead.
He's paid to be bitch made. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry. Look, and I know that a lot of people can get offended by that term, but certain people reveal the fact that they're for sale. He's for sale. I mean, not even just as an actor. He's been. I mean, all of these people have the same talking points, which means they've gone to the same toolbox to get them, which means they're getting their talking points from the same people. They're not even creative enough to like mix it up. This sounds like the stupid dumb commentary that we heard out of Ewan McGregor before the emancipation of bologna sausage Mad Martigan or whatever that film was with the Birds of Prey.
So you're calling them meat puppets.
Yeah, and that's it, man. I mean, and look, all of these people that try to influence other people, they're paid to do it. They're getting their talking points from the same point. I mean, this is the stuff we call out all the time, and you know what? The thing that Twitter doesn't want us to do is compile information about the same crap that all of them say or that all of them do, or and they really don't want to get caught in their hypocrisy, which is, you know, another reason why they want to eliminate your opportunity to see, you know, real crime from citizen perspective. You know, they don't want, well, that person got their picture or video taken without their permission while they were committing a crime and hurting people.
Right.
Fuck those guys.
Trying to do an accent like me, you're not as good.
I wasn't doing that.
I agree with you. Does anybody have anything to add on that before I do more of my Cumberbatch?
I can't help but have this sort of beautiful mind association between Benedict Cumberbatch and the showrunners from Doctor Who, because he did the Sherlock Holmes thing, or what's his ass?
Stephen Moffat.
Stephen Moffat, thank you. So they're all kind of cross-pollinating in my head, and if they are all sort of lined up and meant to agree with each other the same way that Disney folk are supposed to, then we are indeed in some. We got our dicks in some cold water, don't we?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Real quick, the beautiful, the powerful, a real man. Abu Nas for $5 says, salute to this badass panel as I'm listening in as I'm finally home, but got to get prepped for the Dark Council. Happy birthday to our boy Damaj and I. Hope you all doing well tonight. Thank you, Abu Nas. Thank you for the $5. Much appreciated. Always respect, man. And we'll probably be stopping by to
that
join
man
you guys.
pees standing up.
Yes, you know he pees.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Strong stance.
Strong stream. Very strong stream.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Who doesn't is Cumberbatch. He goes on. He says,
sits down to pee.
Oh, definitely. Maybe even crosses his legs while he does
asks
it.
permission from the whatever woman is in the proximity.
Right. Yes. And he pats himself with a toilet paper. Okay.
Two hats.
Okay,
with
so he's talking about abuse here. He goes, there is not enough recognition of abuse. There's not enough recognition of disadvantages, and at the same time, somewhere along the line, maybe not now, but somewhere along the line, we need to do maybe what the film does as well, which is examine the reason behind the oppressive behavior to fix the men. Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Okay, let me read that normally. There is not enough recognition of abuse. There's not enough recognition of disadvantages. And at the same time, somewhere along the line, maybe not now, but somewhere along the line, we need to do maybe what the film does as well, which is examine the reason behind the oppressive behavior to fix the men. Why do we have to
1870? What the hell is he talking about?
What do you need to fix about us right now? As if you're a white male, you are not on the top of the totem pole. I'm sorry, bro. Like, everybody hates you right now. So is this his way of saying?
You're not even the flavor of the decade.
But is this his way of saying I'm not with them?
I don't know. I think he's like what Culture was saying. He's paid to read a script, and that's what he's doing. These are the talking points that the woke Hollywood elites are told to say, and that's what he's saying. But I don't. You couldn't pay me enough to quote those words. You know. Well, if there's enough zeros.
Yeah, if there's enough zeros, I think a lot of people would do a lot of things. What do you think, Mr. Grant? Freaky Eyes Gregory?
I just missed when he was a man.
Yeah.
I liked him when he was a man. I guess this is just his early stage of his transition. So whoever he decides to come out as, I'm happy for him / her.
There's definitely shrinkage, Grant. Definitely shrinkage.
Now there was a movie.
No, it's just cold here. Oh, sorry, you mean him? Sorry.
Yeah. It's always cold there, isn't it? There was Eddie Redmayne. He played a transgender, one of those transes.
Don't
in
get
a
it
movie.
wrong, Scott. You'll be
that's why I'm worried that I'm
Don't fuck this up.
But in a couple of years ago, he did a movie where he was trans in it. And he just recently came out and said it was, done. We did it for the right reasons, but he regrets doing it. Why? Why can't an actor act? Because,
that's what they should do. They should act and shut up. Is what they should do, really, because I understand. So you have to understand how much influence you have, and how does he not know that what he's saying is bullshit? And how does he not know that what he is saying is going to affect tens of thousands of people and change the way that they look at the men around them, or the way young men look at themselves? Impressionable young men who might be like, all right, my natural feeling to be aggressive, to go out there and get it, to earn, to be the winner in the race. That's wrong. It's not wrong.
It is not.
Yeah,
what is the saying? Like, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. And you need to teach a young man, because we just had a son a few months ago, and I will teach him to be a man. And I'm sorry. And when it comes to be a man, you hold doors, not just for women, you hold doors for people. You show people respect. You walk on the side of the street when you're walking with a woman. So she's not in danger. You do the right things that a man should do, but you can also teach him to there's nothing wrong with feelings. There's nothing wrong with expressing yourself. Every
now and again, you need to be sitting down,
but never, I don't know, but never regret who you are, never be embarrassed of being a man. Like, this is where I feel like we are at in 2021, where we have to say we're sorry for being men. We're sorry that we have testosterone, and if it wasn't for warriors, a lot of things might not have gone the way of the world has come. I don't know what I'm trying to really say here, but
I don't know. You put on a wig and a dress and you go out there and act aggressive. You're a hero at that point.
I do that occasionally.
Okay. Well, then you're a hero in those moments.
Right. I don't know, man. What do you guys think? I just don't even know what to say to somebody like him anymore.
Come on, man. You act like a real
man.
Guys,
are you on the stream with us tonight or what?
Well, I mean, if I tried to talk, I keep getting cut off, but if I have a moment, then
Okay, so we're gonna share this. Did I hit his mute button? I'm sorry. Okay, what were you saying? I'm sorry, man.
What it is, I think that a part of this may have something to do with. So I read this book. It was Heart, Fire, some bullshit like this, and this guy was an idiot. And don't give me this. Don't give me this. I barely started.
No, I just the pace.
What just happened?
What was the book?
It's fine. It's fine.
No,
okay.
No,
I'll save it for my stream.
I'll
save it. I'll save it for my stream.
Wow, you guys need a room?
Is it a strong stream?
You all right? What's going on?
I'm yelling at him because all I wanted for him to do was get to the book. What's the book? What was the book, man?
Anyways, so this dude was an idiot, and basically what he was saying was like everybody wants to be Tristan from Legends of. Well, all men want to be Tristan from Legends of the Fall rather than Albert or the other one, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, and when I read, I was like, no, you're full of shit, dude. The only people that want to be Tristan are the people who have never lived anything close to a life like him. Veterans will tell you that is not the life to live. It's better to die with your ideals, still attached without knowing that they're all bullshit than to live through it and see the collapse of everything. Because I'm telling you right now, war will cost you you would chip away your soul the more and the more time that you spend there. It will. It just does it. Right. And I think what some of this has to do with is that there are a lot of men who are they want to prove themselves, like, you know what I mean? Like, what would I do in that situation? Because you'll never know until you're there. Right. And so, but rather than accepting that they may not ever have that opportunity or whatever, they're going to try to change the idea of masculinity, in wholesale. That way they can actually
feel like men,
accomplish what it is to be a man by lowering the bar of what it means to be masculine.
Common core.
Dude, that is deep.
That's what they do all the time, Matt. I agree with you 100%. Consider the fact that there are the standards that men and women have to meet in the military for the same jobs are different. Same thing for police forces, other civil service jobs, because they can't, or they lower the bar across the board because they lower it to what the women can do, which may not, essentially create the same job as it used to exist. Which, again, look, do you want a 115-pound firefighter trying to carry a 280-pound man out of a burning building? That's not. It isn't going to jam, man. Yeah. Okay, you're dead and on fire, or alive and on fire. What would you're not on fire. My whole point is you don't want to be on fire.
It sucks when you pee and it burns too.
It's not. Ask Darth Vader.
But the whole point is, again, I got you easily distracted tonight. But it's just Matt's 100% right. Is they are lowering the bar across the board. Which, again, Matt does say some really smart things. Just most of the time he's goofy.
No, Matt, that was a really, really good point. It's the idea of, I can never reach that level of manhood. So what I am going to do is chip away at that level and actually tell you that's a bad thing. I never even thought, I didn't even think of it that way. I just thought of them being like, oh, this is what they want to hear. I'm just going to say it. But it's actually them being like, no, I can never be that masculine. So I'm going to chip away at what this facade of masculinity.
Well,
the truth is,
look at the people that do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not being done by what you consider alpha males or anyone who actually does stuff. The problem is they do this time and time again because they're afraid to succeed, because the idea of failure in anything is worse than anything, not realizing that you need to try something to at least succeed. So what they're going to do is they're going to try and chip away, and it's going to start up masculinity. It's going to be here. It's test scores. It's everything, because by the end of it, we're just going to be one homogenized blob, and then you can't tell the difference between anyone else. So you're just as good by proxy as someone who's done something, because you're essentially the same person.
Let me ask Mad something. Mad, let me ask you this. Okay, do you want warriors? And that's what I consider our armed forces. You guys are warriors. You're warriors. You guys are willing to go into battle and give up your life, not meaning like you want to, but you know that could be an outcome. But my question is, do you want warriors that they have to change the test to get in, the physical test, the PT test, change it so that more women can get in, more weaker men? Like, I don't care if women serve either, but I had a friend the other day who served over in Iraq, and he said, I would be fine with a woman in a foxhole if she knew how to handle herself. I don't know how many men could actually say that, but I've never been there.
Well, first and foremost, let's just make it clear that the experiences in Iraq, they vary.
Yes, and his definitely varied, I think. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes, I do.
Me, I was outside the wire days at a time, at some points doing SKT, like small kill teams, OPLPs. Like, I was there and I saw a lot, did a lot, and a lot of it haunts. You know what I mean? As far as like the thing is, after they did the whole push to have women, able to join combat arms, what you saw was not a lot really are interested in doing that, because it didn't. But then you would see one or two that wanted to be a ranger or whatever, right? But they couldn't make it, so they kept lowering the standards until they could. But guess what they did after that? They went and became a cook or whatever the hell they were going to become.
It was just for the.
It's just for that,
Stars
right?
and Stripes mag.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that I think what you're seeing is, so you have like two opposite sides, right? You have one side that's like Cumberbatch and what he's doing, they're chipping away, and you have the other one, which is just as annoying for me, is the guy that's like, oh, they want a war, we'll go to war, we're ready, I got my gun. Like, dude, no, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, because you've never been there. You don't know the cost. You're talking out your ass, because I'm telling you right now, anyone who's been to war and seen it, they're the last ones to call for war. They're the last one to call for fighting. They are always the ones that are going to be pushing for peace, because they know the cost that it comes with. If you look at even the American Revolution, look at all of the different things that they did to try to avoid that fight. They went above and beyond trying to prevent a war. And it was only until they exhausted all of
not everybody, but yes, I know what you're saying.
But you know what I mean. But they
not
exhausted
everybody.
Everything that they could before they were actually.
They tried to work within the system. Yes. And you're absolutely right. Look, I'm just sick and tired of the idea that because we've been in. An older guy at work said this to me. You kids never got your war, so you don't understand. And I kind of took offense to that. I'm like, I have a lot of friends that served. He's like, no, you weren't drafted. You weren't forced to go over there. You didn't. But anyways, he went on. He's like, when you come back from something like that and you're still somewhat yourself, well, then you can tell me what type of life you have, and you won't worry about who's screwing who and who does this and who does that. You just want your life, your little piece of land, and quiet, peaceful times. Because these kids have had nothing hard. They have first world issues. Their issues are ridiculous. That you have to have a cat box in your freaking school so a Fluffy could take a shit. That's redunculous that we have gotten there.
Well, that goes to another point that I've made a lot, is about how people need to rebel. There's this innate feeling in a lot of us that we need to fight against something. And since there's really nothing to fight, we will start making up shit. And I bring up this guy a lot. The whole Starbucks cup with the Christmas, and they took the Christmas stuff off, and it's like, it's warm Christmas. Calm down, guy. You walk inside, you can get CDs, Christmas CDs, everything. It's not that big of a deal, right? Like, that's not the hill to die on. But what I see is like when I see people like that are fighting things that aren't even a problem, I'm like, wow, your life is so good, dude. Like this is the thing that pushed you to the edge.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that's where we're at.
But then supporting things like the Kyle Rittenhouse, where you're actually on trial for self-defense and freedom. Like there are things like they get it warped. They get it warped, man. And I don't understand it. And I think it's because they've never been through true adversity.
I think what it is like the point of what's the word I'm looking for? The point of like give me a second, come back.
Okay, great stuff.
Cool. Well, I mean, we've talked about a lot before, Scott, about how this has been like one of the easiest generations to live in, for young people. And, we had gone through so much and come so far as a society. And now they're like Matt said, they're just making shit up. They're like making up adversity. They're making things worse so that they have something to fight. We're seeing that all the time.
Well, let him finish. No. I don't want him. Okay.
All right. So, Peter Rollins, who's this theological philosopher from Ireland and whatever, read all his books. I'm worried to see what he's talking about now because I'm worried that he's taking a woke turn, which is weird, right? Like there's so many people like, oh, I wonder what he's up to, but I don't want to check because I don't want to lose.
You're worried, yeah.
Yeah, but he talks about the side of resistance, right? Where we think it is not. Like he uses Batman as an example, right? He talks about how look, he owns this multi-billion-dollar corporation that causes a lot of the same problems that he's having to fight at night, that causes the poor people to go out and commit crime, blah, 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 blah. Where he thinks the side of resistance is, it isn't there. And it's about acknowledging and recognizing where the actual issue is. It's not trying to cure the symptoms, but cure the disease instead.
Well, Steven, you had something that he interrupted.
Oh no, I was trying to fill up space until he could remember what he was saying because he was on a good point.
He is. We're on fire tonight.
I can
culture.
Tell you,
please, culture.
I just this is completely aside from everything you've been discussing because I became quite bored. But this is.
Thank you for saying that live on my
panel.
Thank
you so much for being here.
It's such a boring, such a boring panel. Thanks for making my channel die.
No.
I just lost 10 people.
No, you didn't. The important thing about what I was interrupting this all for wasn't because I was bored. That was a joke. It was a bit, you guys. But no, the reason that because I will forget this, but you can now return the YouTube dislike count to your YouTube browsing by adding a simple extension to Chrome. It's return YouTube dislike. You can look it up as part of the extensions on Chrome.
That's awesome.
And you can now see just how downvoted things are, everybody.
Wait, for any video? For
every video.
Because it's still there. They've just hidden it with the static.
It's still in the API. They would have to completely change the way the API is.
That's genius.
And so this just reverse engineers their reverse engineering, and you get to see just how hated something is again, which is great because now we can screenshot and show off just how much this is hated, even though they're trying to hide it. Now,
this is why I'm friends with nerds.
Now they turn off. They also for example, the White House has been turning off comments, especially on anything from the Dr. Fauci. Because the comments are comment bombing now. So instead of going after it one way, we go after it the other way, and they're turning them off now, which tells you they are afraid of you, the people who are trying to signal your displeasure. So guys, so it's all back. So found it, return dislike, it's there, absolutely. This has been brought to me a few times. I'm going to give proper credit to Diego from Midnight's Edge Espanol, who sent me the name of it because I'd seen it, and I know that you can still see it on the Brave browser. The Brave browser just goes, here's the dislikes. But in Chrome you can return it if Chrome's your browser of choice. So party on, kids, go check it out, and you can still screenshot that and point out the hypocrisy and the garbage-tasticness of that whole maneuver.
Nice.
That's freaking awesome, man.
Good information. Thank you, Culture.
So real quick, guys, thank you. There's 46 people in the chat. We've been holding that pretty steady. So please make sure you guys hit the like button, share it out, subscribe. I think it was Marby Dog said he subscribed to everybody on the panel. We've been getting a lot of really nice comments. So thank you very much. Sometimes we do hit it, sometimes we don't. That's just us. Also, guys, right after this, the Dark Council will be starting at 8:30. It's Damajanai's birthday, so make sure you guys go over there and shout out a Spork raid so they know I sent you.
Yeah.
So I get a little clout, because whatever. I can't get drunk 3PO to return a phone call. So
We just call
He
him.
was texting me today.
yeah, I know. Well, he's jerk.
You want me to call him for you?
No, I don't want you to call him for me. Just see if he's thought
trying to
about
help.
me.
What do you want him to call you?
Daddy. What?
I know.
What's on next?
Wait,
go ahead.
I mean, in all fairness, Scott, you'll definitely be the little Spork in that
You
scenario.
are the
God.
little spoon.
You saw the video, right? Where he manhandles
Towers over
me.
you.
I'm just gonna show it to you real quick, just that one part.
Oh yeah, you should show that video.
Because,
That's one of the best videos I
Is the
think
one with Scott's booty?
Yes, it is my
That
booger.
one?
Who is better, me or Stephen Walton? You're really here? I'm here.
Walton.
You're a real person? Who should hit 2K first, myself or Stephen Walton? Come on. Stephen who?
So true.
guy that wrote that dumb book that nobody bought?
Oh! What do you mean, eat, pray,
Booger.
trees?
Booger, I'm done. When are you going to replace that booger?
I was going to replace it with a really small Walton.
I want the small Walton. You've been talking about it. Let's get that on.
By the way, I bought the book.
Thank you.
Digitally, not.
I have.
Thank you.
I have it. I have it someplace.
Eric K for $2 says Mad knows getting in deep in a hole with men. Mad
He does.
knows
I've never
getting
been a miner. Like I've never mined for anything.
It
so
sounds
I've
like,
never been in a deep
culturally
hole.
experience.
Man.
I think you've been in a hole.
And
I've been in holes.
He's been in. Yeah, he's experienced trenching.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Well, Mr. Grant Gregory, who's here.
There was a no digging policy on Fort Hood, so we couldn't make foxholes or anything like that. So, and Baghdad is a major.
Someone tell me.
City.
Yeah. Well, I want to understand why Mr. Grant Gregory's backing you. What's this cheers to Mad thing?
Because unlike the rest of you assholes, he knows what's up.
Well, I like Mad, mostly.
That's how you clout chase.
So did we tell everybody about? We told everybody about the Dark Council. The Dark Council.
Yes.
thing.
Where are you?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
weren't here. Yeah.
I just actually said it like a minute ago.
No,
but
I
thanks.
thought so. I thought so. But
Yeah, Eric K's right. CC is bored and I'm out of here. Thanks a lot, CC.
No. Look, you guys are gonna get me in trouble. Look, it's somebody's birthday. It's Damajanai's birthday.
Oh my God.
It's good, dude.
Are you kidding me?
Has he been listening?
I gotta tell you, he in Damajanai is awesome. So yeah.
If culture turns to us in a minute and goes, I got a story about Benedict Cumberbatch.
I do.
Yeah.
Cumberbitch.
Someone bring up that George R.R. Martin one that I didn't look at yet. Mad, please
Oh,
cover
I've
it.
had that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
let
man.
me tell you,
It's
this
in the back.
story. This
Yeah. I
don't care
story
about
is,
it.
I want you to cover it.
Is terrible.com.
Are you that bad of a reader that you're embarrassed?
No,
Yes.
I read all the time.
Well, then read it.
I think
Oh my God.
Firefox.
I'm sorry I bring you on my bigger channel than yours and try to help out your little fucking channel.
Oh, come on. Wow. Was that necessary for the record?
It
It's
was.
not
It was.
that-
It
not
was.
that I'm a bad reader. It's because I actually do have a reading disability because
Same
of the
here.
traumatic brain injury that I suffered
Oh.
while serving the country. So yeah, whatever.
Oh, here we go again.
About it.
You know, when I was on fire and shit.
I think we've talked enough about your war hero
Stepping on
days.
dicks and stuff.
Yeah, fucking
Oh, am I not sharing the screen?
taking
Oh,
naked.
Order 66.
Yes, exactly. And then we will execute Order 69.
All right.
What?
Oh shit!
I don't need your lip, kid.
All
Laughing
right.
at me.
I asked Marby Dog. I am very close.
Somebody said something nice about me in the chat. Thank you for that, Darren.
I doubt it.
Oh, wait a minute, real quick for someone's calling for it. I don't know if there's a nerd cookie anywhere, but this is for her as always.
And it is a reminder, I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it was.
I love this clip.
And so
I hate
having
this
said
clip.
that,
It's awesome.
I want me some glory hole.
Trying to tell me Jerry Jones doesn't know what a glory hole is.
No. I'm sure he did.
All right, so read on.
We all have a lot in common with best-selling A Song of Ice and Fire author George R.R. Martin. We're all carbon-based. I already hate this fucking author, whoever wrote this.
Yeah, who
Doing
wrote
great.
it and where is it from?
I don't know, Gizmo, and it's written by Rob Bricken.
Rob Bricken.
Oh, Rob Bricken. Good guy.
We're all
Damn.
carbon-based life forms. None of us have published a book titled The Winds of Winter, although All of us would like it to be out ASAP, not me. And it turns out
we don't need your little extra shit. Okay, just read it.
Out because about how HBO's TV adaptation of GRRM's fantasy epic Game of Thrones ended up. According to an upcoming book by the journalist James Andrew Miller, titled via Yahoo, it's titled Tinderbox. This dude,
I'm getting a head injury.
What just happened? I'm so lost.
That's a citation, sir.
Yeah, the book is called Tinderbox. Martin
Tinderbox?
was worried about Martin was worried.
That's the name of the book by the journalist James Andrew
Culture
Miller.
reading this. He loves to talk.
Clearly. Martin was worried. It's been 3 seconds since he had. Martin was worried about season 5 ending. Martin was worried after season 5 ended, and Game of Thrones showrunners David Benioff and D.B. Weiss started deviating from
Weiss. You guys do it to me. Oh, Weiss. Oh, you said it wrong. Let me point it out. Yeah, it's Dumb and Dumber.
He's just a Weiss male.
From the author's plans for the story, according to Martin's agent, Paul Haas, quote, George loves Dan and Dave, but after season 5, he did start to worry about the path they were going.
I'm feeling the voice. I'm liking it.
Because George knows where the story goes. And he started saying, you're not following my template.
Like ASMR for nerds.
Yep. According to the book.
Wait a minute. Time out. That's like some important. I'm sorry for my Game of Thrones fans, for my Song of Ice and Fire fans. Could you reread that line?
Yeah.
Can you reread that? Because that's huge. If this is actually what George said.
That's a video right there.
I'm going to make it after this. So please read that again.
Quote. This comes from Martin's agent, Paul Haas. Quote.
Okay.
George loves Dan and Dave. But after season 5, he did start to worry about the path they were going because George knows where the story goes. He started saying, you're not following my template.
Whoa.
I feel like my balls.
Dude.
Damn.
Can we just, for a second, talk about this? Because how many times, all right, well, for fans of it, how many times did we hear Dumb and Dumber say that the reason they pretty much went the way they did is because of the outline George gave them?
Yes.
And I mean, that's what they went to every time. This was George's outline. We just filled in some of the blanks.
Yeah, they pointed the finger.
The series was a litmus test to see which way he's going to do the book. He had one or two options.
Say that one more time, Grant. I'm sorry,
Grant.
So the TV series was his litmus test to see whether what story he wanted to do. I reckon he had 2 different endings, and he gave them one. And if it was good, he was going to continue on that path. If it was shit, then he can go the other way.
But see, Grant,
but they wrote himself into the corner after the 4th book.
But the difference is even if that was his plan, it wouldn't have worked out because what he gave them, they didn't even follow. Even though that's what they told us for the past how many years since this show's been off the air. That's what I'm saying.
That's what we initially thought.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Yes. I misunderstood. But you know who never misunderstands? Mr. Tickle Trunk for a Canadian $5 told everyone to get return YouTube dislike from Chrome Bravo for over a week. I felt like I was yelling at parked cars. Thank you, CC. Mr. Tickle Trunk is one of the best. Thank you, brother.
But he made a frowny face at me, which means I should have done that better. I feel bad.
Should have given him credit.
Yeah, maybe.
Winter is coming. I think it's like December, 17th this year, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the solstice.
It's usually the 21st. It's always the 21st. It's always the 21st. The 21st is always the solstice.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Yeah, always.
What?
Except for the times when it's not.
But yeah, except for those times. But usually it's always the 21st of December and the 21st of, June or July. Those are the solstice.
How does that work? Because, I mean, the planet is always rolling at a quarter day per year.
I ain't the fucking... I'm not... Sorry, why don't you ask a wizard?
What the fuck is happening right now?
Just accept it.
I tuned out for a second. I come back in.
All I know is culture's standing on
lizards and shit.
The science doesn't make any sense.
The science lies.
Okay. Whoa! Science never lies.
Trust the science.
Trust the Fauci.
Trust the Fauci. All right, so read on, sir.
Trust the Fauci
because you're doing so good.
Yeah. Give him a big head.
Where was I?
He already has a big head.
Yeah. To be a little fair to Weiss and Benioff, season 5 basically used up all of the material found in Martin's published The Song of Ice and Fire novels. Bullshit. No, you don't have a problem with this?
Read that one more time. This is amazing.
To be a little fair to Weiss and Benenhoff, season 5 basically used up all of the material found in Martin's published A Song of Ice and Fire novels.
Not even close.
I'm sure Caitlin Stark would agree with that.
Well, and I'm pretty sure that Lady Stoneheart would disagree with
Lady. Lady
dozens of other characters.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, they're like, what? Like,
or Aegon, Fagon, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, Targaryen.
Season 5 used up everything. Season 5.
Yeah, shot its wad.
But you know what? They did such a good job with Dorne. You know, the way they handled Dorne, one of the greatest areas.
The cities?
One of the greatest areas of Westeros. One of the more.
I forget that place. Where was that?
Yeah, Dorne.
Was it in the show?
It was.
Court.
I don't know. They were kind of.
There was kind of deserty.
Palace, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's run by ladies.
Yeah, the ladies. The ladies run Dorne.
Lady Palace.
Yeah.
Oh, they were all gay. That's right.
Yeah.
It was a little.
It was the Gotham City from Batwoman of Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Of Westeros. Yeah.
This is terrible, dude. All right, read on.
While Martin reportedly told them how he planned to end the series, the duo would still have to generate a lot of narrative material entirely on their own.
They skipped so much material. They skipped so much.
And both the showmakers and the stars, well, the ones whose characters lived, made Game of Thrones for 8 years, which is not a short amount of time.
What is they talking about?
It makes total sense. They want to move on to new projects. What does that have to do with what you said? Those two things are
not the same.
This writer gets paid by the letter as well.
Well, no, he's getting paid by Dan and Dave. My question is this: go ahead. No, please, Culture, go.
Look, this guy got $50 for this article. This is a gig economy gig, and he was just dumping his own personal stuff on top of this story. I have seen 7 or 8 different versions of this story, but this guy is like mixing in his own private bologna sausage, and this is actually again another great find by Mad.
Yeah, dude, this is a great, because I did not see this article. What kills me is this too. The writers are kind of right. They went to the end of the books for the most part, but they skipped so much stuff. Yeah. Like, I understand season 1 being book 1 because you had to get people in. You had to have that big, moment at the end where you're like, oh my God, they'll do anything on this show. But after that, season 2, 3, 4 could have been book 2. Then you have 3, book 2. Yeah.
Well, so how many more seasons? Because HBO wanted to give them more.
They wanted 15.
Yeah. Do you think that would have been enough to give a good enough story or outline from the?
Yeah, it would have been better than what we got. By the way,
it would have been hard to keep Arya 13 forever.
It doesn't.
Well, I mean, they obviously aged them up, the actors, so they couldn't hide them later on as well.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that they would have done some sort of time jump or something in it. I agree.
Yeah, your little one agrees with us.
It doesn't matter because as soon as they did not give that good doggo snow ghost even a pet, didn't even have him pet the dog. What is wrong with you?
Oh my God, I know.
You're evil.
John doesn't even pet his dog. The thing that is part of his soul. They have a bond.
It's been there from day one.
What he is sort of, but not really.
I mean, don't forget this. They took a storyline. Sorry, spoilers for Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire, but even really not because we don't know if he comes back from the dead. But they took John dying and being resurrected, and it went nowhere. There was no storyline after that. It was just like, oh, you died, you came back, all right.
I just started rewatching it.
Mm-hmm.
I just started rewatching Game of Thrones. I'm in season 8 now. Cannot get back into it at all because it's so bad. But I'll tell you this: like the whole time watching it, they are building John up. Not just the show, but even the characters that he's interacting with are like, it's going to be you and the Night King one-on-one. Like you guys have to fight. Like they're building it up, and then that little.
Oh yeah, what a great payoff!
She comes out of nowhere, Steven. She comes out of nowhere. She comes out of the air and then does the drop thing and stuff. I mean,
and then does the Ray Skywalker
from the ancient gallery.
Well, it's called The Long Night, and it wasn't even that long of a night.
No.
What kills me too is we never found out. Martin will give us a reason why the White Walkers are doing what they're doing. They never even wanted to touch on it. They were just bad guys. They were just bad guys.
They're bad guys. That's what bad guys do.
No. You like this?
The real bad guy was the powerful man.
Wait a minute. What did you say, Grant? They're what?
You like the explanation. they're evil.
Oh, that's deep. What did you say, Steven?
I thought the real bad guy was the big powerful whammon at the castle. That was
They completely subverted our expectations. See, this whole time we thought that the whole story was about, realizing that the real threat was in the north, not this dumb political game for this throne, this one insignificant thing, but the real fight is death versus life. No. Subvert that whole thing. We'll take care of that in the 3rd episode in season 8. On to the Game of Thrones.
Now, what was
the real bad guy is the person who put the trebuchets in the front line in that battle. That's the real villain.
Right.
Oh,
right.
dude. So bad.
Well, no. It's also smart to just have your cavalry
For
just
what?
Just charge.
Charge. Right. Don't flank.
Don't flank. Don't flank. And you always put your trebuchets in front of your army so they can get destroyed before,
And by the way, it would show these shots of Sam with 27 fucking White Walkers, and he's screaming, "No, I'm about to die!" But somehow everyone lives.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's the cameraman. The cameraman's really good because he's like, okay, they're about to die. I can't show you, therefore you live because everything outside of the lens doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So he's the real hero of the story.
Yeah,
Well,
and don't you love how King's Landing looks like a desert in the final season compared to every other season before that? They couldn't
not make sense.
None of it makes sense. And Kitty Bear, crazy Dutch bastard, says Midnight Edge raid, Midnight's Edge is a huge supporter and lover of my channel. Andre and I have become best friends, and Tom, even though you slept through my stream, I love you too. I love you, Tom.
Wow.
Good story.
Good story. Good stuff. Is there any more of this article? Yes. Oh, crap.
One last paragraph. On the other hand, the show got exponentially worse during its last 3 seasons. No shit. Because it was so apparent that Weiss and Benioff was trying to wrap things up so soon. Wrap things up as soon as humanly possible. If Game of Thrones had 10 seasons to play out, Daenerys...
You can do it.
Khaleesi, character art...
Daenerys, yeah.
Yeah, Daenerys. Yeah, that's basically what I said. Daenerys is... It's that just at the end. Daenerys is his character arc from semi-benevolent conqueror to vengeful mass murderer could have been, and the operative word here is could.
Oh, what a dick. What a dick.
Developed in a way that felt organic.
They are hot, though.
And truthful instead of rushed and nonsensical. By the way, is this dude on their side? Not on their side?
That's it. I mean, it seems like that to me.
He's on his side. He's making money.
Alas,
did culture freeze? Is he frozen? What happened? Oh, okay.
He saw drunk and he got a little excited.
Alas, we'll have to wait until the inevitable 2032 Game of Thrones reboot to find out how the story should have ended. Assuming, of course, the Winds of Winter is out by then. Ooh, a fadeaway shot to Scott.
Oh, wrong person. Coming. Sorry about that, buddy.
That's
guys,
how prequels work. You won't find out what happens at the end of it in a thing that's set 100 years before something else happens.
Oh,
I don't know what Force of Light is, and I don't know why.
They're great. They're
women.
Two women. They're awesome. They're really nice.
Yeah. I've streamed with one of them a couple times.
All right. Soul Assassin is right. In a couple minutes, we're going to be ending this because Damaj and I's birthday party stream is coming up. Remember, send over there and tell Drunk that I sent you, and he's a jerk. Hey, the Riffster is back as a channel member. Thank you, my brother. I really appreciate it. If you guys don't know, Hot Pie Level. If you guys don't know Riff Mango, one of our earliest supporters, Steven, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the OGs.
Sure.
I mean, so I love that.
Brother.
Yeah, Riff Mangos. Yeah.
Books are good. I just don't think he'll. Oh, just stop with the not finishing. That was the quickest.
He's not gonna finish.
He's jumping on trampoline naked.
Oh, look, Drunk 3PO for 99 cents. What is it? I don't
Nothing.
know.
It's a nothing. It's
kind of looks like
he's saying that this is what you're worth.
He means every word of it too. He means every word of it.
Or is he saying he's sorry? Is he saying he's sorry for
definitely not that?
He gave you the lowest possible denomination with nothing.
Well, I mean, the dude does. I mean, he has to have money to fly around the world.
Yeah, he's barely recognizing your existence.
I don't need him to recognize my existence. I need him to recognize. I don't know what that meant. The Riffster says for 5 Australian, supporting Sporking with one of many alts because I can. Riff Mangos. Thank you, my brother. I really appreciate it. And yes, Hot Pie loves kitchen work. He does. He does. I'm not going to call Drunk 3PO a jerk, Sporks. That's rude. I love you, man. So one last thing I wanted to cover. Go ahead, Steven, while I find it. What were you going to say?
Up. That's all. I was just making sure that you understood. If you're going to clout chase, you got to clout chase up, Scott.
Oh, you know what? Well, you are the best.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, is the best. Oh, wait a minute. He's not next to me. That really lost his mark. I thought I was looking at culture.
What the fuck were you doing?
I was looking at culture, but I'm not.
You were not.
Well, I'm not in my normal
Culture's
spot.
Frozen. He's totally bored. He's tuned out.
I'm not frozen. What do you want me to say?
He really regrets getting
something intelligent. You do that on another stream.
Or just start rapping. Either way, we'd be happy.
Hey, you know what? I'll do culture. Why don't you read this article?
Sarah Silverman voices Elf seeking to disrupt the all-white Christmas patriarchy in first trailer for HBO Max's Santa Incorporated. This is by Spencer. What's up, Spence? He says, in case
like the Count from Sesame Street.
Is that a dark
It does.
Oh my God, she does.
Yeah.
One misogyny.
Two toxic males.
in case one hadn't grown tired of being beaten over the head with Hollywood's ham-fisted attempts to infuse comedy with critical social bologna sausage theory, during the first 11 months of the year, HBO Max has released its first trailer for Santa Inc., a new adult animated series centered on one female elf's attempt to disrupt the all-male and all-white patriarchy of Christmas.
Oh my God.
And become the first female incarnation of the holiday icon.
Okay, so before I smash my keyboard into my face, let's first say hello to the great George, the Giant Slayer.
Hello,
How are
everyone.
you, George?
Doing great. Doing great.
Boo.
Beautiful soul.
Hello, everyone.
How you doing,
How y'all
George?
doing? Walton,
I'm doing well.
Scott, Culture,
Hey, what's going on,
Matt?
man?
I'm doing well.
Grant, my brother. How you doing?
So right now, George, what we're talking about is there's going to be a new movie. It's with Sarah Silverman and Seth Rogen.
Santa.
The Santa Inc. And my question was this: with all the ideas where like a straight man can't play a gay guy anymore, if you're not from the certain region of a country, you can't play it anymore. Should and this, I'm not trying to be anti anything here, but if you're going to go that route and you're going to say that, shouldn't these be Christians playing these roles?
No.
And not.
No, the only reason I would originally say yes, but only because you have so many myths around Santa Claus. But if you want to take it as in the European ideal, I would.
That's
say
what I'm going with.
Yeah, it should be Christian. It wouldn't bother me.
I'm not even sure Santa Claus is like I'm not an expert of Christianity, but I'm pretty sure they're like, about the Jesus, not the Santa.
Well,
I'm just
that's
saying,
true. That's true.
From my experience, they seem to be a little bit more.
They've crossed.
Right.
I mean,
what Jesus and Santa?
No, not Jesus and Santa, but Christianity and
but there's
Santa.
A saint, but there's a saint. I can't
Saint
remember his
Nicholas.
name. Right? No, but there was a saint that Nicholas was based off of.
Yeah, Italian. He was Italian. What up?
He's like, hey, I don't know. Hey, you want some presents?
So
I've been singing to the Nick.
So we got
I think that'd be good. I think it would be good.
So Drunk 3PO for 99 cents gives a happy face with dollar signs in his eyes, and right after that, being the great guy that he is, he gives one with like a bored sleeping face because he's just so awesome. Thanks, Drunk 3PO, for your 99 cents.
Jay is not a dick today.
I'm sorry if you can't, fly first class because of the 99 cents you sent me.
Wow.
What's up, Tom? Tom, he said
raid.
Oh, he says what's up, Tom, now, but he was talking trash on you about 15 minutes ago. Just rewind. Thank you.
That's fine. I love him anyways. The Guiltman is here. Hello, everybody. And also Eric K with $2 for George.
George. Wait, George gets tips when he jumps onto people's streams?
I know.
Oh, yeah. If you didn't know that, I bring money. It
when do you want to come on?
He's the man, dude.
And the Guiltman threw a little rain at you, too.
Oh, did the Guiltman. What is
Hail
the
the
Guiltman? First of all, before I read it, because I never know what he's going to send me, but I want to make sure, Thomas, Lou, I know you lost your pet, and I'm really sorry about that. That's, to me, one of the harder things in the world to lose. And I've lost, like, parents. I've lost a lot of close people. Animals There's a bond you never get with people.
Yeah. They're
So
family.
they are. So my heart goes out to you and yours, man. You're a good dude.
I thought that was all bullshit, and karma hit me like a bitch. For 20 years, I used to make fun of my friends.
Yeah.
Because anytime something happened to their animal, to their pet, they'd go crazy, and I'd be like, "What the hell is the matter with you?"
Yeah,
no, that's because you're evil, George. I'm the only one that can see it.
It's okay. So then my sister had gifted me with this dog. I was like, okay. Anyway, after 14 years, he got cancer 3 years ago. And the second the doctor came out and he was like, okay, well, he's got these tumors. And I'm like, here's the credit card. I was like, so I called every one of my friends. I'm like, okay, I'm the asshole.
Yeah, I'm sorry now.
Yeah.
It was like my wife had a cat, and I never liked cats. And this cat was like a dog. Zoe was the best.
Really?
Yeah, so when we had to put the cat down, I was like, I'll be okay. I'll be fine. It's just a cat. Let me read this, though. The Gilkman said for $4.99, have a good stream, everyone. Keep being yourselves, which is true, man. Sarah Silverman is trash, and that's coming from someone who sees things differently than all of you. Very liberal guy, and he feels that way. We also have Eric K for another $2. Thank you, Eric. You rock, man. Lies. Everyone knows Santa is from Finland. I did not know that.
Okay, I can't do it, but I can't do that accent. So
you like that one, Finland?
I think he's Greek, actually.
I thought he was Italian.
Here comes George claiming all the good ones.
Yeah, it's always Greek.
It's Greek. We invented everything. Come on. The only problem with Greece is we invented everything, then went to fucking sleep.
Yeah, you pretty much did. You gave up.
Yeah.
Did you invent sleep too?
Oh,
actually, we probably did. Napping, If we could trace back all the words, they're Greek.
All right, we only got a few more minutes before the Dark Council goes. So let's read a little bit more of this and see what's up.
Starring Sarah Silverman and Seth Rogen as it leads Santa Inc. follows story of Candy Smalls Silverman, a female elf who wishes to succeed the current Santa Claus, Rogen, as the red-coated gift giver, despite how, as pointed out to her by another disappointed elf, the position of Santa has mostly been a white man's game.
No. What?
As it should be.
There.
You know what? Instead of reading this, let's just watch this. Yeah. Let's just watch this trailer.
All right.
All right. God. So hold on 1 second.
Drunk has found the sticker buttons.
He is throwing dollars at you. Well, not even $1, just 99 cents.
Well, you know what? And I appreciate it.
Do you feel like a stripper, Scott?
I was going to say, when people throw dollars at you, don't you have to take your clothes off?
Usually people want me to put it back on. Thank you, Drunk 3PO, my good friend, for 99 cents upside down face. I really appreciate you and everything you have done for my channel. Thank you for coming on my channel in November. Like you said, you didn't show up.
How much drunk merch do you have in that little assembly of simping you got going?
Hold on.
Is that a shrine?
Let me. This is Drunk right here.
The trailer, by the way.
I'll be right back.
Beanie.
I want to show you guys something.
He's going to start another channel about how to chase clout.
Read a little bit more. I'll be right.
Who's going to read?
So Scott's gone. We should talk.
All right, I'll read. He's gone.
Yeah, that's
meeting this fact with the declaration.
Exactly. It's freaking crazy. Things have got to change.
Candice then sets out to fulfill her dream by proving herself to Santa with all
male and all white Christmas board of directors,
which include the CEO, a mayor, a reindeer, presumably Rudolph, and
on that panel.
By the way, is this Ben Shapiro you're quoting?
Catholic cardinal portrayed, so unsurprisingly, in the series of stereotypical
good old boys club.
In other words, as declared by the trailer's YouTube description,
out with the old, in with the elf. It's time for the North Pole Boys Club to get a little more inclusive.
Do you have like a vice wrapped around you?
Right? Can you tell us about how your wife is a doctor?
Does she eventually go back to the kitchen?
Hello. So
I can't scroll the story because Scott's away.
Well, make it up. You know the rest of the story. They're basically saying how this is the greatest.
As with everything from the Marxists, this is what you get out of the likes of myself, Sarah Silverman, and anyone else in the media. We have absolutely nothing original to tell you, just a bunch of lecturing that we try to put into any form of story that seems like you might pay attention to.
Yeah, I think her name is a little bit misogynistic. Should be Silver Person instead of Silverman.
Right. That's a good one, Grant.
That's anti-Semitic.
Yeah, we need Etep here to shield us from that.
No
She's
seismic,
more
no
anti-Semitic than anti-Semitic.
Oh,
what are you talking about?
know that.
Oh my God.
But she likes rump loving. So
I just want to show Drunk 3PO in the Dark Council, guys. My daughter, 7 years old, her favorite t-shirt is a Sporking News podcast one, but this is her second favorite. So I respect you guys. You should respect me.
Oh, yeah, but you had to run and get it. It
Yeah,
wasn't
you ran off,
available.
get that.
Well, that was my wife and the baby, so you can shut the fuck up.
Don't worry, I'll send you one of mine. She'll like it better.
I would love that, George, because you're a good human being. Mockety Draws for $10 says Seth Rogen is stupid, arrogant piece of work. Sarah Silverman is the same thing, just with a nicer chest.
Yeah,
really,
like those
I don't even think she does.
She doesn't have a good chest.
Could someone tell me?
They're kind of oddball.
Could someone tell me how Seth Rogen has curved the hashtag Me Too with everything that's happening with his boy?
Oh,
everything
he
that's
has
happened.
ignored that, even his existence. He won't even acknowledge that poor old, what's his name?
Franco.
Yeah, Franco even
James
exists.
Franco.
He's like, I've never known, nor have I ever met a James Franco.
Dude, they've been saying for a while now that, like he covered up for him. He always knew what he was doing.
Now, Dave Franco, I do know Dave Franco. Good guy.
Dave Franco, good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
He just sucks up to Hollywood. That's all he does. That's why he's putting out that garbage talk about it's great to live in LA with crime. I love it. They leave you gifts.
What does that say?
Drunk.
What does that say right there?
I can't read it.
Oh, that's it. My really good friend, Drunk 3PO, $49.99.
There you go.
Yeah, I've never talked bad about him.
That's why he doesn't text you.
Well, he doesn't need to text me because I don't. Oh, I wasn't. You know what? I'm going to be the bigger man right now. I'm going to be the bigger man. Okay?
You can afford to.
I can afford to right now.
I just want to say, clearly, Drunk thinks he's in the champagne room right now, and Scott's available for other opportunities.
Right. Why aren't you taking off? I mean,
I'm your private dancer. Hey, Steven, I don't take off my clothes
you can take
on
off
streams
take off your
like
hat.
some men I know.
Start with your hat, then your glasses.
Well, could I just, Drunk 3PO for $49.99. What a good friend. Thank you very much. Respect, my brother. I really appreciate that. You're a good human being. You're good looking. You're tall, and you're smart.
You're everything that Spork wants to be.
Everything. Syndec for $5. First time tuning in. Here's some coffee money. Thank you very much. I appreciate you for checking us out. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Everything from Hollywood is divisive. Divisive, excuse me. I'm not the author.
Divisive.
We must produce American content that promotes family values. I cannot agree more.
I disagree.
Well, you're
I
summer.
think that the content should be whatever the creator wants it to be, not just specifically one thing or another. Like we shouldn't limit.
No, but
ourselves.
What he's saying is that they're attacking. Well, then stop being devil's advocate. The guy's talking about how they have attacked family values.
That's not what he said, though.
But that's what he
Of course, that's what it means.
You know what? You're a dick, dude.
What did I say?
But that's why he talks about dicks all the time.
Yeah, thank you,
I have
Syndic.
not talked about dick at all.
Mockety Draws for $5. YouTube won't let me say what I meant to say, so you figure it out. Yes, I understand what you meant about Seth Rogen. He's a piece of work. We'll say it like that.
Yeah.
We'll say it like that. Stripping News Podcast. If it makes me more money, I'll do it. Whatever. Let's watch. All right, so let's watch this video.
You're gonna get claimed.
I really don't care. What are they gonna do? Not give me my 35 cents for my 300
he already
views?
made $50. He's got
Yeah, I'm good. I'm golden. They'll give me that money. All right,
that was a great trailer.
That's about all you need to know.
Wow, this is awesome.
Long trailer.
Hashtag
Woo.
deadass.
That is great.
When you're a kid, there's only one day a year more special than any other day, and that day is Christmas. And we are the magic behind that day. So let's get these fucking kids some fucking presents!
That was kind of funny. I'm sorry, that was funny.
May I present the hardest working man in snowbiz. Good golly, he's jolly. Our own
That's
Santa
not jolly, and that's not snow dog.
Hey, Merry Christmas. Whoa. You're on my naughty list.
Good news, sir. More American kids believe in you than they do in vaccines or the Holocaust.
That's
Fuck
great.
off. Fuck off.
What the fuck is that?
More
That's
Americans.
exactly what this is.
You know, that makes me sick. Not just the vaccine thing, whatever. It's a moment in time right now, but the Holocaust?
Come on,
that's
hilarious, right?
Yeah, so
Imagine if she was Jewish, that would be offensive.
That really hit a chord with me. I normally don't react
Right.
like that, but God, fuck off, dude.
I just want to let Tina Bojan know I got rid of that picture because someone felt a certain way. Yeah. I love you. Okay. Here we go. Yes. What do you guys think about that? Is it comedy or is this
It's not funny.
It's an attack. It's not comedy at all. That's leftist sense of humor. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, disheartening for America, but great for us.
I'm here from the North Pole Times. Have you decided who will succeed you as Santa Claus?
Subtext, Santa's old and knocking on death's door. Fuck you. Good question. I'll give it some serious
Definitely
thought.
not for kids.
Bye.
Oh, God,
yeah,
no.
of course.
I mean, I understand that.
Right.
It's
Definitely not for kids, obviously. But you know that kids are going to try to sneak in to see it, and that's going to get the wrong message. It's Hollywood continuing to do what they do, trying to reprogram kids to hate everything.
Yeah, at least when I was a kid, you know, it would be like you snuck in to see like a movie like Porky's.
Well, right.
Because you just wanted to see boobs.
Boobs,
Yeah.
there you go.
By the way, I don't
There
think
was some
necessarily
claymation tits a minute ago.
Yeah, right.
I don't think it's an attempt to get kids to hate America. I think it's being made by people who hate America. And
Right.
that's what the content is.
Yep.
Right, but they want kids to hate it because that's how you reprogram kids. You get them to despise everything that your traditions, your culture, everything that people love, and then you go, "Hey, I got a great new toy for you. It's called Marxism."
Remember what Walton said in his video about sexual frustration being a motivating factor in Hollywood creators? That was brilliant, sir.
You know, there are parents out there that are going to hear this messaging and go, "Yes," you know, like the ones that are really active on Twitter, the activist types, and they're gonna let kids or their nephews or nieces watch. You know, they're going to leave it on while they're in the room. So
They're going to promote it.
Absolutely. Yeah,
it's fucked up.
I think
All right,
George is right.
George is absolutely right.
Thank you, Walton.
There have been many Santa Clauses throughout history. Some were loved, others loathed. But
Damn,
the position
Yoda.
of Santa has mostly been a white man's game.
Oh, God.
Exactly. It's fucking crazy. Things have got to change.
My advice.
Her voice kills me. I can't even listen to her.
I know. They're horrible as their kids. Come on.
You know, and I like to state mostly white, not all white. Okay, so they threw that in there. So, you know, there's been some diversity. I mean, it is Santa, an icon, whatever.
Can
Okay.
you get a Korean Santa?
Ooh.
No, Asians are still white.
Oh, that's true.
You're right.
That's
Brad.
true.
Oh, that's the new thing, right?
Yeah, there are brothers. There.
All right, let's finish this up. Oh, this is a long freaking clip.
Steelers, oh, if I die, get rid of my porn!
That's not even how
I
the
wanna be
joke.
the
It's
next
such
Santa.
it's such an old joke, and they don't even do it right. You don't say "get rid of my porn." No, like clear my browser history.
Yeah.
How do you fuck up a joke that has been told umpteenth number of times already? And said, dude, you
leftist?
people who wrote this have done that exact same joke,
right?
Yep.
And you still fuck it up.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not comedians, so
That's true.
They think they're funny though, Grant.
They are. They do. I mean, you know, Seth Rogen had some moments, but the dude
years
ago, man, and it's like he also drank from the Kool-Aid.
That's because he smoked too much shit. That's because he got too, you know.
I don't
he
think
got
that.
he got lost in his own world, his echo chamber.
Well, it's not even the echo chamber. I feel like you have, and we kind of touched on it before, and some people, oh, that's a conspiracy, but to get to the level of some of these people have, to get to the upper echelon of Hollywood, you have to give a part of your soul to these people. You have to give up.
You got to kiss the right ass. Yeah.
Right.
But not even that, man.
There's something.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's something that people forget is the fact that to get to the top of any organization, whether it's Hollywood or a Fortune 500 company or even a local business, you have to have a bit of that apex predator in you. You have to fight for it. So when these people finally fight and get all the way to the top of the mountain, then all of a sudden they turn around and go, hey, everybody, you should stop acting that way. You know, don't be a toxic male or don't be. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, a perfect example of that is during the election, how Sarah Silverman would have canceled anybody who spoke for Trump. But the minute it was over, they started talking about how we're canceling, you know, when they started eating their own, she was against it. So it's like they proved their own points. They're all hypocrites.
She even said cancel your Jewish grandmother if she votes for Trump. Come on.
Yeah, she's messed up. All right.
Oh, no.
If this is your dream, you have to...
No.
Please make your case, bitch. You gotta get intimate with that jolly bitch.
I know you're right, but do you really have to call me bitch every time you say something?
Yes, bitch, because it's empowering to call you bitch.
Let's go over what we know. Santa and the board are all male and all white.
He looks just like his claymation
drink, smoke.
Yeah, just, like...
That's like Owen Wilson, right?
Probably, but like it's the boys' club she's trying to break into, right?
Okay.
Trying to break that glass ceiling.
Say things like, don't ever marry your mistress.
Just so you know, the women of the North Pole make fun of one of your dicks. Have fun wondering whose it is. What I need to learn is how to bro out with these guys. You know, shoot the shit, do shots, shoot shots of shit.
She has ideas, but can she really be the face of Christmas?
I'll be named successor, die trying.
Merry Christmas! And to all, a kick-ass night!
I swear I'm not going to play anymore, but I swear I saw a candy cane stripper pole.
Yeah.
There was a candy cane.
Well, you saw that elf.
You saw the elf had a tits out earlier.
Right. So. Right when he walked in, flashing him.
Yeah.
This is not for kids. You know, the fact is they're going to be sitting there with her mom and dad, and this comes up on HBO.
Oops. Yep. Sorry.
There's going to be some Pornhub version of this coming out soon.
Oh, God, yeah.
By the way, you know what? What is a great Christmas movie on HBO? It's that 8-bit Christmas. I thought it was great. I loved it.
Oh, was it?
It was really, really good.
Seen it.
I just saw the.
Check it out.
Yeah, what is that on Netflix or something?
No, HBO Max. That's why I was bringing it up.
It's called 8-bit. It's called 8-bit.
Yeah, 8-bit Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah, it was man, it was really good. I had like laugh out loud moments, and
is that
my
this
girlfriend
year?
cried.
Is that this year?
Yeah, it just came out like 2 weeks
cool.
ago. Yeah.
Good. I'm gonna check it out.
And this is what I was getting at, Yeti Cast. It's like get two people that don't care about Christmas.
Right.
To make a Christmas, like they don't understand.
I have no problem with that.
Well, I don't care if you don't have a problem with it. What I'm trying to say is they don't understand. To some people, it is a sacred thing.
Of course.
And to turn it into another patriarchy thing where Santa Claus, like, I pray to God my kids believe in it one more year. You know, like.
You're right, but what's worse is the underlying message that's going to be sent. The underlying message is you have two Jewish people. My family's also Jewish. And you have two Jewish people who are going, let me trash Christmas in the worst possible way so they can create more anti-Semitic tropes. This is why I said they're more anti-Semitic than hardcore anti-Semitics.
But she also said that she doesn't view Christmas as a Christian thing. She views it as a commerce thing. So they'll be like, well, we're attacking commerce and we're attacking
capitalism. I agree with that. Yeah.
Holiday.
Yeah.
I mean, originally it was a pagan holiday, but it got co-opted 2,000 years ago.
They lost. Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, they hated it for pagan holidays.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. But let's we're going to have to wrap this up, guys. It's 8:30 and it is time for Damajanai birthday Dark Council stream. I hear my little one, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to stop in. So if I can't, please, guys, let Damajanai know I sent you there. Let him know. You made
your money, and now you.
Well, no. That's why I was gone for a while. It's crazy up there right now. Let me just tell you this:
more 3PO merch.
Yeah.
I thought you were crying. You know.
No, Damajanai, shut up. Damajanai has been always a supporter of mine. Everybody on the Dark Council has been a supporter of mine. Maybe not vocally out in public, like, you know,
but in their heart.
Never tells anybody. But yeah, deep down, like somewhere secret in their heart, they love me. So I just want to wish them a happy birthday, all the success. Thanks for switching your night from Tuesday to Wednesday to mess up my schedule. I love you guys.
He didn't complain at all.
No, not at all. I didn't say a word.
You didn't worry.
Anybody want to say goodbye?
Nope. Don't forget the OC Bros premiering
soon
on Saturday.
Yeah,
and
maybe
one way or another.
Yeah.
Walton, me and you need to get together so you can teach me how to beat Sporking to 5K. So we have to dye feed pink for 3 months.
I'll do it. And I want everybody to subscribe to Immortal Coil.
Thank you, sir.
You are definitely criminally under subbed, and you are an OG fourth waiver. So please, guys, support this man. He's a good man. Support everybody on the panel. And mostly, I'd like to thank my Sporking News Sporkerz. Thank you for being channel members, guys. This one is for you. Peace.
I didn't even get to say wash your hands or wash your ass and all that stuff.
You just said it.
I mean, well, I didn't get to say it.
But you just said it.
Yeah, but I had to say it in order to tell you that I didn't get to say it.
Rugo!
By the way, my George's evil comment was hilarious, and it did not get the recognition that it deserved.
God, you're pathetic.
Subscribe to George's, the only one that's nice to me.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.